Grand Rapids has a rich and deep tradition already in green building. Beginning with Steelcase and Herman Miller, this whole idea was introduced to West Michigan a couple of decades ago and has really caught on, so that we have a cadre of architects, designers, builders who are thinking about this every day, who are building green into their buildings and into their designs and architectural plans for buildings.
About 4 years ago, I was involved in putting together a small design competition, and we invited Aquinas College and Kendall College to join forces to put together a little bit of a design program, and the intent was that they get involved in helping to design the project. The results of that little competition were so exciting for me, and when I discovered that the USGBC had a national competition, I could not wait to get started on it. And so we jumped into it with both feet and are not looking back.
Sam Popes from the Green Building Council, the West Michigan chapter, had announced that they were going to start a statewide design competition for a LEED certified building, and they wanted a nonprofit organization. So I went up to him and said, "Pick me."
The client for this particular competition was Comprenew Environmental. They're a recycler of computers. It's a nonprofit corporation that has a dual mission, one of recycling computers so that the waste stream doesn't make it into the landfills, but also to teach at-risk inner-city youth potential job skills and some business skills.
We want a LEED certified building, and we think this would be a great opportunity for you and a great opportunity for us.
The only limitation on the teams was a maximum of 5 people on the team.
I believe there are about 15 teams. We have a good chunk from Grand Valley. They had 8 teams, and Kendall Ferris has 3 teams. I think U of M is participating, Andrews University, and a couple of individuals are competing.
I actually got involved. I was at a green LEED meeting for school, and Gail actually came and spoke to us and introduced us to the competition and asked if anybody was interested, and I was. So we all formed teams and pretty much started as one giant team together with Kendall and Ferris, and then we ended up breaking down into 3 separate teams.
And I just sort of learned about it through Gail in my design drawing class. So I was a meteorology major at my previous school, but then art was just more fun.
My name's Erin Gussert, and I'm from Kendall.
And my name is Megan Boylan, and I'm also from Kendall. I wouldn't say I'm looking for a career in green building, but it definitely makes you think about just when you're walking down the street and you see buildings, like, you just think how it could be more environmentally sound. It's just something you think about every day.
I think all of us had shown an interest in green design at some time or another, and Gail knows that, and asked if we wanted to be a part of it, and that's how we got in it.
We got different backgrounds brought in. It wasn't all architectural based. It wasn't all interior design, not all engineering. So really, I mean, as you can tell, I think the quality of the results really are a result of that. So.
There are 130 students in the program right now. We've been growing consistently over the past several years, and we're at about our capacity at this moment.
Personally, I would like to pursue a job in green building. I've always been interested in the environment, as you know, many people are, and I think LEED or green building in some way will give me a way to pursue that.
I always felt like I was born at a time where I didn't necessarily have a chance to impact the world the way some people did with world wars and civil wars and stuff like that. And so I really felt like architecture is probably one of the most important ways right now that we can change the world and leave this place better than when we got here.
One of the things that's really important to understand about Grand Rapids' role in the sustainability movement, the green building movement in particular, is the fact that Grand Rapids represents a city whose who's bounced back in one of the most vibrant ways imaginable. I come from a Northeast Rust Belt city myself, and I understand how hard it is to get significant economic development, to get strong ideals within the fabric of the community, to grow jobs, to grow resources, to develop new buildings and new places to live. And Grand Rapids right now, I think through the leadership of Mayor Hartwell, through the local leadership of the USGBC chapter, and through all of the individual contributors that have just been so important here, it adds not only a dimension to Grand Rapids' future development, but is really a respectful recognition of the past, the great minds and the great companies that have built this community into what I think will be an absolute world player in the years ahead.
I'm a member of the West Michigan chapter of the USGBC, and actually just joined, so.
We have a retail location. We have a public drop-off for electronics. We have students coming in and out. And if the very walls of the building speak to the principles of green building, then we're accomplishing a secondary goal.